So here we are in the tunnel. This is our courgette plants that we planted earlier, and this is so we can get a slightly earlier crop than if we put them all outside. And the weather's been so sporadic this year that I'm really glad we did, because we've had a great crop. And I saw a Canadian video about growing courgettes upwards, and I thought what a great idea, because they take up so much space if you grow them flat, because you can see the size of the leaves are absolutely enormous, they're almost tropical. So I've had a go this year of growing courgettes upwards, and I'm really happy with the way it's worked. So as you can see, I'm literally starting at the bottom. I'll just put that leaf off so you can see better. So starting at the bottom, as this really thick stem starts to grow, I'm literally just keeping on tying it to the pole. And rather than cast loads of shadow on the ground, which can be useful as well, but actually it's taking up a lot less space because it's growing vertically rather than horizontally. And in a tunnel especially, if you've got limited space, I would recommend this. I'll definitely be doing this again from now on. So I'm literally just tying that on, offering it support, and you can see the fruit are really healthy. I might need to even tie that one again. And I'm going to cut off some of the bottom leaves because the plant doesn't actually need all the leaves. It needs about half of its leaves. So I'm going to cut that one because it's slightly damaged. And then I'm going to cut this one at the bottom because that's hanging over. Same with this here. That's bent there. So that might cause some disease if it's left on. I'm going to put that one there. And that one that's on the ground there. And then what I can do with these is actually use them as a mulch. I cut the stems off, water well around the plant, and then just lay them on the soil around the plant, and they'll act as a mulch and they'll gradually rot down. And that's a good way of keeping the water in to prevent evaporation. So as you can see, we've got some nasturtiums, some marigolds, some lettuces growing around the base of the plant here. And where I've started cutting the bottom leaves off, I've actually got some space, so I'm going to be able to fill in around here and plant some more stuff. And these are all companion plants, which are beneficial. They bring in the good insects. Also, they have chemicals in them which prevent the nasties coming and attacking the plants that we want to grow, our vegetables. I've got beans growing in this bed as well, because they're the same family. So we've got different types of courgettes growing here. You can see I've got this, I believe this is a Romanesco, and that's a ridged courgette, which is amazing, and it's so delicious raw. It's crunchy and firm and it's absolutely delicious. Then we've got the traditional Black Beauty, which is the courgette that you tend to see in the shops. And over here, I don't know if you can see from there, Saffron, but we've got a smaller yellow courgette growing. And this is a much smaller courgette, so if you had a smaller space, I would recommend growing that, because you can actually pick them quite small and they're absolutely delicious, raw or in stir fries. So there's different varieties which suit different gardens.